Hey there, humans, come on in. The week begins, let's dive right in. From sunny beaches to mountain snow, we're traveling live on The Human Show. Every week's a brand new scene. From pixel worlds to movie dreams, we play it all, you never know what's next to come on The Human Show. Undertale runs or Roblox nights, Minecraft films or crazy fights. If it's fun, then it's the goal. That's how we roll on The Human Show. Send your memes, your laughs, your cheer. It's Dear Humans time right here. Your voice, your jokes, they steal the show. You make the soul of The Human Show. And once a week the games begin. 5 minutes each, who'll take the win? Trivia, riddles, marbles flow. The chat's the stars on The Human Show. MVP shines bright and proud. Their name goes up before the crowd. Stack those wins and soon you'll know you wear the crown on The Human Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome yet again to the one and only Human Show. Hop on, don't be shy. I don't bite unless requested. So hop on the train. It's time for us to head towards victory to swim our way into this train and go towards making YouTube my full-time job. We're not giving up. We still have 237 days. It's getting smaller by the day. It's getting smaller by the day. But don't worry, humans. We're not surrendering. We keep on moving forward. We keep on moving forward. So yes, what's up, Gus? Alright, hop in the train gesture. What's up, kawaii, kawaki? What's up, everyone? Hey, Noodle, Thor, Mika, Silent, Wetman, welcome back. Alright, humans, today we have a special show, like every single one. We never know what's gonna come out, but today I have a presentation that I've prepared for you. A presentation about cool things that I find cool, and maybe you will find cool too. Alright, Matthew, Gaza, let's start with the show.
The Human Show.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Dale, 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 señoras y señores. Who is ready for a good show? Arriba. Claro que sí. Yes. I'm very excited. I'm in a good mood today compared to yesterday, for the ones that know. Today I'm feeling good. Today I'm feeling good. So me. Are you feeling better today? I am feeling better today. Yes, I am feeling good. Yesterday Argentina won, so that was fun. A really good match. Felix, guess what? Get what, Matthew? USA beat Bosnia. They did. Well, Argentina beat Gaza Verde. So yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome to the show. Glad that you could join us today, ladies and gentlemen. Subnautica. What's up with Subnautica? Oh yes, for the ones that don't know, I'm not gonna be playing games either anymore, or at least for some time. I'm gonna prioritize more the talking part of the show and trying to create some notable things. So what's up, not perplexed? Yeah, I'm finally playing Among Us after a long. It's modded. Good. Enjoy Among Us, dude. Kirby, what's up, guys? I might start what? Streaming soon. I just need an HDMI capture card. You need one? Okay. Good luck, dude. That's awesome. Zikaris, what's up? Joe is not happy by that statement. You mean Johnny? Yeah, well, Johnny, he was fun for some time, but you know, you gotta move on with the jokes, you know, you gotta move on to the next things. I'm so excited for DearHumans, but today we're gonna have a big DearHumans that I think I'm gonna start, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna start cutting it down into long form videos every Friday, kind of like Fridays with PewDiePie, but in DearHumans way, just so you guys have like your efforts that it's put into DearHumans. It doesn't only just go to shorts, but also a long form video that you can access easily without needing to go through the whole live stream. But ladies and gentlemen, new what am I saying? New month. You know what that means? New season for the Human League. Yes, my humans. Welcome yet again to the Human League. For the ones that don't know, the past month of June was won by none other than GS20. He won, he beat everybody yet again. I think second time he does it, I'm not sure. But that means everybody's back to 0. I still haven't managed to repair the scoreboard, but doesn't matter, I still have it in front of me. So at least I can keep score, no? At least I can keep score. What's up, Solar? So remember, humans, the Human League is a point system that the one that gets the most points at the end of the month gets to control the live stream for an entire day. So the whole point of the Human League is for you guys to gain points by helping me make YouTube my full-time job and growing this community. So of course, doing things like inviting people, new recruits to this live stream is the best way to win points. You get 10 points by person that you invite, or making shorts, clips, or stuff like that from this live stream and putting them in a fan page or anything like that. In YouTube short stuff, it gives you a bunch of points. DearHumans post gives you points. All of that helps me grow this community, and you get points for that. So just by coming to the live stream right now, well, generally you would get a point for that, but I think I'm gonna scratch that because it takes too long. So humans, I'm very excited to see you fight. May luck be with you, no? How do they did it in the Hunger Games? May God be with you, no? May luck be always on your side. Now, what was the thing? Hunger Games. May the odds be in your favor. No, what? May the odds be in your favor. Really, is that be with you? May the odds be with you. There you go. May the odds be with you, fighters.
The Human Show.
The only way I could do that was if I had to do a little more work to make it work. I could just make the whole day a bit more fun to work with me, but you can just let it be your day to work for her. I have no idea what you're talking about. What did I just join in? That was the arena for DearHumans. You've never seen the arena of DearHumans? You know, the whole season go back to zero. Everybody is back to zero. And right,
everybody knows that milk's no killer.
Who knows it? Who knows it in the chat? Who was ready for it? Hey, you were not expecting that, my little fellas. Who remembers that milk is no killer? Ooh, the one and only Kirby in Twitch got it first. Oh, he was the fastest in the West. He gets the first 3 points of the season. Bravo, Kirby. Very fast. Maybe he has a bit of advantage because he's in Twitch, and I think he's faster there. But anyways, he gets 3 points. Remember that if you ever hear
Everybody knows that milk's no killer.
that everybody knows that milk's no killer, it's very important that you remember that milk is no killer. It will be very bad if you do forget, you know? So, gotta keep you on your toes. If milk's no killer, then what about lactose intolerant people? I don't think they die. I think they just poop. Can lactose intolerant people die from milk? Lactose intolerant people itself cannot kill you. Milk's no fucking
Everybody knows
killer.
that milk's no
I
killer.
told you that I spread the word of justice. We've been repeating that milk's no killer. You guys ask if lactose intolerant people could die with milk. They cannot. At least that's what the AI of Google says. So, bam! Milk is no killer, ladies and gentlemen. Milk is no killer. It's the fact. The Lord has spoken. They just spend the next months in the bathroom. I don't know if the next months, but I do think they go to the bathroom for the entire day, probably, or at least they fart very uglily. Anyways, today I'm in a good mood. Today I'm feeling good. Today I finished the presentation. I'm very excited to do it because it's about a subject that I'm very passionate about, or at least, well, yeah. Oh, fuck! I forgot to press record in the camera. Not a big deal because I don't think I've done anything very important, but it spoils milk can be poison you. Milk is a killer. Well, that's spoiled milk. That's no milk. Spoiled milk, no killer. I mean, milk is no killer, but spoiled milk, I don't know about that. And I don't know. What if you drown in milk? Guys, are you really debating with me about this? Are you gonna start being like this? Are we gonna start debating that milk is killer and that sandwiches is not the best food in the world? Like, are we really gonna go there? Because if not, I can also quit and not do any live streams ever anymore. Because like, if we're gonna spread false rumors, profanities about the Lord's word. I don't think I want to live in this world anymore. Milk is no killer. Milk is no fucking killer.
Everybody knows
Here goes
that
again.
milk's no
Who's the
killer.
fastest? Did you already forgot? Milk is no killer. Who forgot? Who forgot, ladies and gentlemen? It seems like everybody forgot. Well, Kirby got it first. God damn, Kirby's fast. Alright, Kirby, you get 3 points, but Gaza, I'm also gonna give you 3 points because I don't know if there's a big delay between Twitch and YouTube, so I'm gonna give Gaza 3 points for being the first one too. So Kirby, you get another 3 points, bravo. But Gaza, I'm gonna give you 3 points too. Good job, dude. Milk is no killer. Milk is a killer. It's a serial killer. The boom. I like that. I'll give you. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we bounce? Shall we hop to the Dear Humans part? All right. Let's go to Dear Humans, shall we? Yeah. Let's see.
Dear humans, drop your submissions in the subreddit, and I'll react to what I find in the next episode of Dear Humans.
Welcome once again to another episode of Dear Humans, the part of the show where you get to send me whatever you want in the subreddit and I get to react to it live. Welcome, you made a good decision today, you joined us, and you can make a big difference in this show. So don't forget to send your stuff into the subreddit. Let's see what you guys send. Let's hope it is funny. Many ha-has today. Many ha-has, that's what we want to see today. Many ha-has. Let's see if you did your homework, my dear humans. I hope you did. I hope you did indeed. All right. Let's see. What did you guys send? Because I know that you guys send a lot of things. God damn, you send a lot of things. This is gonna take a long time. But hey, it's gotta be fine. It's gotta be fine. Remember that if you send something that is related to the live stream, like memes about the live stream, fan art, stuff like that, you also get extra points for the Human League. And the Deltarune theme is officially over, so no more extra points after this episode for the Deltarune things. Just so we're clear, yo. Felix, there's a birthday. There's a birthday? Where's the birthday boy? It's my birthday! Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a birthday. Sorry, dear humans, will be interrupted because there is a birthday, and birthdays are important. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a birthday boy, the one and only Live Blood HK. Happy birthday to you, buddy. We made a little cake for you. I hope you will enjoy it. It is the same cake for everyone, but hey, you decide to spend your birthday with us, and we're gonna try to make it special for you, Live Blood. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, happy birthday to Live Blood. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Live Blood. Happy birthday to you. Alright, hope you have good wishes and a beautiful day. I was about to say, how did you make that cake so fast? I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? But alright, don't forget to blow your candles. Oh yeah. So blow your candles, make a wish and blow your candles, please. Thank you, Life Love. Let's clap it up, everybody, for the one and only Life Love. He decided to spend his birthday with us. Big boy. Glad to have you with us.
Dear humans, drop your submissions in the subreddit, and I'll react to what I find in the next episode of Dear Humans.
The songs do mix it glitch a bit, but it's okay. Dear Humans times, let's see what you guys sent. Alright, we saw this AI free live stream thumbnail concept for Kahoot stream. Someone mentioned it last live stream. Thank you guys for sending that. Yes, you guys want to do a Kahoot where it would be kind of like a question contest, like a multiple answer question contest, where you would have to answer questions about my channel. That could be fun. Let's see who knows more about the Human show, because let's see who's the biggest fan, and maybe he wins a lot of points. That could be fun. That could be fun. Yeah, I like that idea. Gaza boy, you get a point. I like that. Yeah, we could do a Kahoot in the future. Would you like that? Who knows more about me? That's a good idea. I'll have to not forget it. I don't know how I'm not gonna forget it. I'm gonna put it in my WhatsApp. Sometimes what I do is I just send myself a message in WhatsApp. So it's like a notepad. It's essentially like a notepad, just with information of myself. What is it? Felix time, Felix. Kahoot about who's the biggest fan. And yeah, something like that. I don't know. I feel maybe I don't know. Maybe it will be fun. Maybe it will not. But I like the idea. Guess the word, Felix. Can you guess this 5-letter word puzzle by Gaza? I hate Wordle, but Johnny? No, that's not it. So this word was chosen by Gaza, right? So it probably is something related. Sandwich, no. Milk, no. Human. What about human? Yeah! I know my freaking people. We're the humans. We're the humans. One of us. One of us. One of us. Woo! Gaza, that was a fun experience. I like that. Bravo. Gaza, you get 3 points for that. That was fucking cool. I don't know. I'm excited about it. Master, welcome, Master. Good to see you here again. Genius. Yeah, you know, I'm a man of much talent. Really cool, guys. You should play Mecha Chameleon. It's a pretty fun game if you don't have a trash PC like me, and I think it will get views. Anyway, here's a realistic pic. Thank you for the idea, guys. It's a good idea, but like it got so trendy and so overdone that I think it's already super burned, and I don't find it funny. Like I already didn't found it funny before it got trending. That's how burned I think this game is, and it's a great game. Just I don't know. I don't love just following trends to the max. You know, I feel like it's a bit. So yeah, Mecha. And also I don't have friends. If I had friends, maybe it would be fun, but I don't have live streamer friends. Gaza, cool idea. Either way. Can you do it with your community? Actually, not that bad idea. Maybe one day we can do a community. But like I said, I'm not playing games right now for a while. So some people do dumb stuff. Some people do dumb stuff. Fun fact of the day: El Nino and La Nina names are based off actual events in real life. Okay, what are those events? I think it just needs a bit more context. But hey, I'll give you a point, Lafleur. That's kind of interesting. Where is Lafleur? That's the thing. To be able to find Lafleur, that's gonna be a hey, there you are, Lafleur. All right, we continue. What is this? Asking from Mr. Still, the one and only. He sends good memes. Asking people in my village their names.
Asking people in my village their names.
What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? What is your name?
I think it's super cool. I don't know, like the first time I saw that, I thought like, that's funny, that's silly. But now I'm a bit jealous about it. That would be my name. I'm not Felix. Everybody has Felix. But imagine, hey, come here. Hey, who did it? Who ate this? I know it was you. Come here, I'll slap you. But I think like you lose strength. You know, like it's easy to freaking get respect from your kids when they need it if you can tell them, Felix, ha! But if you have to be like, who did this? Was it you? I don't know. I feel like it just loses strength. I don't think how serious you could be as a mom like that. But well, a mom of that area probably uses the same power of chancla that Mexican moms do. So powerful, very intimidating, I would say. I like that meme, Mr. Steel. Always crushing it with Mr. Steel. Where is Mr. Steel? Mr. Steel, Mr. Steel. I don't see Mr. Steel. I don't see. I don't. There he is. I don't know why you are so far away. My name is Click Click Clack Clack Look Look. Yes. Hey, what's up, guys? Some people dumb stuff. Prog gon ak some prog house tonight. All right, cool. So, Felix, can I please make you a fan game? Sounds awesome. I would love that. That would be a lot of points into the Human League. if you do it, send it in the subreddit so I make sure to see it. Fish indeed. I Felix like horror games. I love horror games. Yes, if they're good, of course. What the hell is this prize? Do you guys like the prize I just won? No. Very cursed. Very cursed. Very cursed. No, I'm good. Thank you. No. Before Japan, you know, like that cereal, crispy. No, what's the name of this cereal? Lucky Charms, I think it was. Like this cereal is great for 1 minute. Then it's mushy and disgusting. 1 minute, that's how much you have of joy with this freaking thing. And it's pure sugar, but apart from that, Ooh, the one that was good was Sucaritas, but the chocolate one that has marshmallows. Oh, that was a good one. That was a rare occasion that you could find that one, but very, very good. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna start working on it, but gotta go right now. Okay, Solar, see you. Silen, what's up? Can we Deltarune it? Sorry, no more games for a while. Phil, what's up? Finally, I have found the time to watch the stream again. Phil, so nice to see you here. All right, sorry. Before Japan. After Japan. No eggs. No ramen, no. But I have to say, that spoon, the spoon that they have for soups and ramens, very big. I am a man of spoon. I am a man of true awakening, and I know that the superior cutlery is spoon. No fork, no knife. Spoon. That is the superior being. You can argue however you want. Now, of course, the spork is even better. But that doesn't even enter in the category of something that you would find in a restaurant, in a classic restaurant. So, spoon, much more superior than anything else. If you have pasta, I just like quantity. You know? And so I respect the Japanese spoon that can really hold a lot into it. It's like a mini bowl. Much pleasure inducing. War crime, yes. Heart attack. The spoon can be used as a fork and a knife. Thank you. We have people of culture here. We are here in this community. We know what we're talking about. Get the heck out, forks. My mom calls me, tells me that I have no manners because I prefer eating with spoons. It's like she gave them to me, so what does she know? And on top of it, it's not because it's out of traditional manners, that it's wrong. You gotta know how to evolve and how to adapt, how to freaking get out of classical norms. But Choco Crispies are best. Choco Crispies are... Wait, did I say Choco Crispies? No, yeah, that is Zucaritas, but Choco Crispies are good too. Are good. Ooh, yeah. I miss cereal. I miss not being like a good kid that would want to have good cereals in his house. I buy them and I eat them once. I'm very happy, and then I forget that I have them, and they get bad, and I never eat them again, or I don't have milk. Problems of adults are hard. If Felix says lasagna, I'm gonna insert a random phrase or a random phrase of his into the song. Lasagna. Happy? Man, I was about to eat with chopsticks. Chopsticks are cool, but I don't know. Don't think they're very superior. Bro, why is my Uber driving on the right side and not the left side? Damn. That's a cool effect. Yeah, I don't. England, Japan, the origin. If you guys didn't know, I think the original cars were in the right side, not the left one. So you can say whatever you want, but no. I think the superior being the superior car, center. I thought about it, but would it be? No, because here's the deal. When you're in one side or the other, the advantage that you have is at least one side you can really see if you're close. And generally that side is the one that is close to the enemy, the next lane. So you can see more clearly if you're getting close to danger. And yes, you have one side that you can't see that well. If you were in the center, you would be very far from both sides. So you would not have an advantage, at least in one side. Fucking science! Science, I'm telling you. God damn, I'm crushing it today. All right. Legendary. Also, speaking of fan games, fellas, can I take a suggestion of how would Felix in Deltarune be in Deltarune as a secret boss? I'm ranking notes, so I'd maybe do a concert for it. If I was, I don't know, you just have to think sandwiches, Milk's no killer, Johnny as my ally, human community. I don't know. That's what defines me, I guess. 140p.
I sit for hours telling all the bluebirds.
This meme is so shit. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so lame and weak. Like, where's the effort into this? I don't know. Yeah, legendary indeed. All right. Eat Country, a video game that was dreamed by someone. Okay. Felix, yesterday was my birthday. Oh, happy non-birthday, guys. Well, today is your non-birthday. Yesterday was your birthday, but hope you enjoyed it. Did you have a good time? Did you have a good party? Did you invite every single person in the school and made a mega house party that got dangerous, and then you managed to hook up with someone, but then it didn't go that well, and then the burn started to burn down, and things got out of control, and the police came, and then you ride a horse and stuff like that? Or maybe you just had a good time. More people's birthday. Happy birthday. Yes, he says yes. We have confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. Let's clap it up. Villager claims to be the son of Notch, performs miracle in front of entire village. Oh, because he's walking in water? Yeah. I don't know. No sandwich for me. How does one achieve this? Damn. Ooh, wavy. Rip. Damn, the body control must be, that's peak. It's like it's a very weird movement, but it's peak. I like it. Hippity hoppers are often cringe, but sometimes they manage to surprise us with some weird ass things like that. I respect them. So hippity hoppers, cringe or no cringe, humans? What do you think? Is it cringe or not cringe? I think that it's not cringe. I think it's very cool, but sometimes it is. Pic. Yeah. Fun fact: someone had created a tower of bubble paint in Minecraft, and everybody went crazy about it. That is a fun fact. Thank you for sharing it. So a person made a painting that already exists in Minecraft. Yeah, that's what we say. My mom is a hip hop coach. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'm not. Maybe this is not hip hop. What would this be? Hippity pop. So, Felix, I'm going to eat ice cream for a bit. You enjoy that, Mika. You deserve some ice cream. You're a good man, and a good man deserves ice cream. Yeah, party! Party time! Bravo. So cool party. Love the party. Great party. I buy the best gifts. Damn. Where can I get one of those? That is a curtain that I could never have in my house. As I have a partner. And people with partners can't have that. It's not that I want to have that. I'm just stipulating. If you want to have a relationship, you can't have that. But fucking hell, that's a good looking house, if you ask me. It's a bouncy house. Cheerio. Fuck yeah. Today is my day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is my fucking day. Woo! Alright. Oh crap, it's the best time. Good night, people. Certified short. Certified short. Yes. Alright. It's one of his head. Relax. What? Yeah, okay. A bit aggressive. Would you, let's say humans, would you wear a wig? Like, not a wig like on top of your hair. Like, if you start to lose hair and you would put a wig. And I'm not talking a shit wig like the ones in the movies where they fall and all. But I mean like a good wig where like I'm gonna be bald one day. Sooner or later. I don't know when, but it's coming. It's my future. I can see it. But maybe I could invest in a good wig. Like the good ones, they look good. But maybe it's just better to accept the boldness and just surrender to it, you know? What do you guys think? I think it will feel very annoying. Yeah, maybe. But maybe the good ones don't. I don't know. Yeah, probably. Like having the feeling that you have a piece of plastic stuck to, like, taped to your head. That might be annoying. What if it's summer and you sweat too much and it falls? I don't know. Felix, show us my bold patterns. I don't know. It's not too bad, but I have some entries. You know, like I managed the benefits of the bandana is that it manages to hide them pretty well. Fun fact: did you know that Anthony Tortilla full name is Daniel Anthony Padilla? That is a fun fact. Thank you for sharing. Bald guys are comfortable. You think bald guys are comfortable? Like comfortable to you or to themselves? I don't know. I think male baldness is a big insecurity for men. I know that it can potentially be for me, but who knows? What next one?
Mexeu? Grudou?
Grudou.
What happened to the monkey?
É o imã.
Yeah, that's all that he deserves. That's all. No more. No more. Low quality memes. Okay, at least Mr. Still knows what's up. Maybe he... Next one. I don't know what happened. So Felix, how is it going? Forgot to ask. I'm good. I'm really good right now. my my partner just sent me a pretty face needs a lot of space. Boldness. That really made me laugh. Yes, a pretty face needs a lot of space. So that's gonna be my new motto. Maybe I can tattoo it in my bold spots. Good. Yeah. Still make me laugh. All right. And also Anthony. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, money equals happiness. Let's see. We know his destiny will be great. He knows what he wants. He just has to He just has to follow it. He just has to follow the way of the money. I would react the same if I if I had that, to be honest. I don't know how much that is, but that is enough. That is enough for me. Just please. Anybody? I can start if I start crying like the kid. Would anybody? Come on, anybody? No one? All right. Well, I tried. So you never know. You never know. All right. I'll give Mr. Steele a point. He's crushing it with the memes. Good memes. If I had the money, would too. Me buying unnecessary stuff as soon as I get paid. Excuse me? That's... In what way is that unnecessary? Damn. That's how you dominate the streets. That's how you show the people what you're made of. Who needs a I don't have the word for it. Sunblocker? Nah, fuck it. I forgot it. I couldn't make the joke work. Alright? I forget it. I'm a human. Sometimes I fail, alright? This motherfucker is hitting mid-20s. Dude, this dude is hitting every level of aura to the max. Small ass hat. You think? Do you have a bigger one? Do you guys saw the one from Breaking Bad where he gets a bigger hat every time the camera goes back to him? It's a very funny meme. Yes, completely. Quizás se move. I don't speak Portuguese.
Do outro lado agora.
Is he? That's what happens when you play funny boy, huh? Okay, he's laughing. He's cool. And he goes again? No, don't do it again. Do it again. Okay, good. He didn't do it again. He didn't commit the same mistake. But is that a really ginormous baby or a normal kid that is using a sucky thing in the mouth? Because it could be both. Like in some countries, kids can be very big. Babies can be very big. I don't know. I have my questions. How old is this kid? Baby. Kid. I don't know. Until they shit their giggle. Yeah. Small hat in Mexico. Smallest hat in Mexico. Yes. Yes, that is true. Smallest hat in Mexico. Bosch baby, yeah. Shocky. Alright. Amazing.
I just had to let you know you're.
Damn, he has a move. You can say whatever you want about this man, but he has moves. How do you do that? Okay, maybe it's not that hard. I don't know. But it looks cool. It looks cool. I like it. Good fishy. Good fishy. Amazing. It's still here uploading quality rot. This is not rot. This is quality. Quality memes. Compared to the things that usually I get, this is quality memes. Looks like a chicken. Yeah, chicken dance. Hey man, don't freak out. I just have a question.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hi, sorry. Yeah, I really didn't want to wake you up upon this midnight dreary, but I just had to. I gotta ask you, where's the milk at? I was looking.
Everybody knows that milk's no killer.
He's a knower. He's a knower. He's an enlightened being. He woke up from his dreary sleep. His nice shutting eye, and he got the answers of life. He knew where the answers relied. Thor got it first. No, Phil got it first. No, Gaza got it first. No, LaFleur got it first. LaFleur got it first. Milk's no killer. But yes, he knows the truth of nature. Milk is no killer. Milk is no killer.
Fridge, and it's not there. It's not there, and I've just been looking, and I need it to sleep. I can't sleep without my warm milk. It's part of the process.
You need your warm milk to be able to have a good shut eye. You know where you can find the milk.
Oh, you've never seen me before. Sorry. I'll reintroduce. Hi, I come from your floorboards. I'm like a floorboard gang, you know, it's that kind of thing. Anyway.
Floorboard gang. I like this video. This is good.
Where's the milk? Is there a
Where's the
second
milk?
fridge? Do you have a second fridge? Okay, blink once if you have a second fridge. Okay, gotcha. Well, can you please go to the store and get some more milk soon? I can't go outside for a number of reasons. Okay, thank you. Good night.
The people ask, how do you make friends in 2026? Look under your floorboards, you dummy. Look under your floorboards. Maybe you can make a good friend that knows the truth about the milk. LaFleur finally gave me some good quality stuff. I'll give you a point for that. That was great. I don't have floorboards. I do. So maybe I have some friends laying around and that will be up for having a party. Maybe having a good warm glass of milk. I like that video a lot. I don't know. I'm in a good mood today. Ooh, dubstep combined with Bollywood. Are you kidding me? That's the peak. Bollywood is so good. I just haven't seen enough of it, but I should watch more of it. Damn, they're really feeling it, huh? Honestly, Bollywood-wise, I've seen better dances. This one is not that good. Like, it's a lot of people, but they're not that synchronized. Yeah, I've seen better. Just saying, I've seen better. My ears are crying from joy. Nice. This speaker. Hi, Felix. How are you doing? Parmino, ladies and gentlemen, is back. Yeah. yes, Palminu decided to join us yet again. How are you doing? I'm doing great, dude. How about you? Deltarune meme, let's see. Flurry! Rousey, why do you hate him so much? Maybe he was just hungry.
You're going to get so many diseases from eating a person. The human body is hardwired against eating other humans. Doing so even consensually will cause a severe amount of psychological stress. Quit having fun!
Oh, son, why have you fallen deep into the darkness? Oh, Grease, what have you done? The darkness has enveloped you. I like that meme. Who sent this combination? This is Kirby, right? Yeah, this must be Kirby. Kirby, you get a point. Fun fact, there's some people say Theth is actually underage, and some say that aren't. Who the fuck do I believe? Who the fuck is Seth? Oh yeah, my daily reminder to listen to Sebastian Ingoro and Alesso versus Gotti the Kimbra, calling someone that I used to know. Mashup. The fuck is that? Is that a song? Somebody that I used to know. The changes happen.
Today I'm going to be pranking Cheesy Michael with a egg, so that when he opens his door it smashes his phone and ruins his life. Cheesy Michael.
Who's Cheesy Michael?
Cheesy Michael. Cheesy Michael.
Who's Cheesy Michael?
Cheesy Michael. Cheesy Michael.
Was that a spoiler? I didn't like that. Sorry, guys. I don't want to give you a point. That was very rot. Spoiler, you say? It says spoiler, so I should not watch that. No spoiler. I'll give you a point, guys, for the attempt, but no spoilers for me. Thank you for putting the alarm there. Why? No, it ain't. Okay, good. Well, the other one did say spoiler, so I'm not gonna watch. Chapter 6 released date.
Deltarune Chapter 5 just came out. So when's Chapter 6 coming out? Well, at the end of Chapter 5, we were not given a release year for Chapter 6, but on the Steam page in the frequently asked questions, it says Chapter 6 is slated for 2027. So then we can see Papyrus is the Knight in 2027.
Papyrus is the Knight, yes. But can you guys fucking chill? The chapter just came out. Can you just swallow it a bit, for like just savor it for a tiny bit instead of just putting the whole hot dog through your mouth and ingesting it like there's no tomorrow? Can you chill the fuck down? Toby Fox is just a man, a human. He's trying here, and you guys can't even wait for a couple of years to have an entire full new game. Chill. Oh, Jesus Christ, humans. Jesus Christ. I like that meme. Thank you, guys. Good job. So yeah, let's be more patient. Read this title for the spoiler one, please. Read the title for the spoiler one. That's wrong. Only has spoilers for parts that you have seen, so it's okay. Okay.
I think I really.
Sorry. I think I need to sneeze. Zilex! Hey, what's up, Zilex? All I see is Delta and runes.
I think I really like you. Good. Because I'm comfortable now, and this whole time I've been secretly a weirdo. Now you're gonna see the true me, and you can't leave.
How did they edit that? That's so cool. How did they edit that? And it's not like Susie is not a weirdo too, so it's okay. We knew that. It's all right. You can be a weirdo. Okay, guys, you get a point. Noel is slowly going insane. I think so. Slowly, pretty fast, I would say. Is that a real flavor? Right there. Bro predicted the name. Is this another spoiler? Oh, that is. I didn't got to play that. Okay, cool. Woo, meme! Meme for Felix. Theo, I've only had aqua for I've only had aqua for a day and a half. I've only had aqua for a day and a half. But if anything happens to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. Aqua is the dog. Okay, yeah. Didn't the little girl. Okay. Yeah, now I get it. Sorry, I don't even understand my own memes. I've only had aqua for a day and a half. But if anything happens to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. Yeah, she's very cute and sympathetic. I like her. Yeah, I agree. Don't ever touch her. She's mine. Meme, Gaza, 3 points for that. That was fucking great. Took me a second to understand that. But that was great. Spoilers! Alright, I won't cheat if it's spoilers. Well, I don't know why I would put it. Spoilers about the secret boss. No, I'm good. Bro, Reddit recommendation for me to repost the rip onion sands for subreddit and chop onion. When? Better community has post onion, rip. Okay. I tried to, I made an entire video about Deltarune, right? And it flopped fucking horrendously. It didn't work at all. YouTube just decided to not share it to any single human in the world. I don't know why, but it didn't. So it's very sad. I tried to send it and share it to some subreddits of Deltarune, but it didn't work. Why copyright? No, it's not copyright. It's nothing. But my channel just doesn't want to be promoted anymore. I don't know what the heck is going on. It's too human, I guess. Yeah, it might be too human, Zilex. But I tried to send it to some subreddits, but it just didn't allow me because you can't promote things in the subreddits. So I don't know how to get it to people. So if you guys have any ideas or if you want to help me share the video to any communities of Deltarune or Undertale, that could be very helpful if you can. Thank you, humans. And please send me a screenshot in the Discord or something like that so I can give you points for that. Under subbing.
Here, try some boneless wings. Bon appetit.
Damn it, Sam!
I like boneless. I like wings in general, but boneless, I just think it's practical. But boneless is nearly nuggets, just less smashed.
Stop making bone puns and help me kill him!
Whoa, hold on a sec. Did you just assume my gender?
If I've learned anything in the world of Deltarune and Undertale, is how dare you assume the gender of someone? You failed to misgender some little pixels, and you will get smashed to pieces. Not in a good way. Smash or beaten. Don't do it.
That joke was really easy to write, by the way.
Well, if you are a girl, you better watch out. I might just get a boner.
Dude, gross! She's like 8 years old!
There you go, assuming again. Oh, and boneless wings are just chicken nuggets, asshole.
Okay, that's what I said. That's what I said. I just said it. I have to agree with this little creature. I don't want to assume the gender.
Well, okay, I'm bored. You guys are both gonna die.
Bone.
Well, okay, I guess I'm just gonna fucking kill you guys.
Oh, hey! Hey, it's me, Flowey! Or is it Flowy? I don't really know. I'm a good or bad or something. I'm a little crazy, actually. Here I go. I'm doing it. I'm going crazy.
Don't do it, Flowey. Don't do it, Flowey. He's doing it.
What a bonehead.
No sense. Oh, he got boned. He got boned. Rip my summer vacation 2017. Yeah, that was worth it. Damn, that was Riga more. Damn. That was great. That was great. Let's clap it up for him. Fucking that made me laugh. That made me laugh. I think. So, I don't know. It made me laugh. It maybe inside my head, but it made me laugh. Toad, you get a point. I mean, Lafleur, you get a point. Sans is Patrick Star here. Yeah, the voices. You know, everybody has different interpretations of the voices of the characters. But Papyrus, how dare you? How dare you, Papyrus? I was crazy once. You were crazy once, Silex. I was crazy once. I remember. Oh, yes, I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. You know, even your emotions had an echo and so much space. Like, there was no time. And, you know, it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I guess, knew too much. That was not bad, huh? Did anybody recognize it? I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your imagination had an echo and so much space. Yeah, fuck yeah. Good. Crazy, I was crazy once. They put me in a room, or a rubber room. Was it a fun rubber room or a bad rubber room? With Raj. Anyways, cool stuff. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm proud of myself. That was nice. Socks maxed out. Warning, this video has flashing lights. We will pick up next video. Enjoy. Is that Luigi? I don't know what the fuck this is. Sorry, someone I found it for you. Okay, I not my cup of tea, to be honest. Anyway, my dog just ate the gun. That's nice. Mika! Or Gaza, I don't know what to complain about. The great interaction from my humans. I love it. Good job, Gaza. Nice. That's nice. That is nice. It's not nice. Mika. Me scaring my brother at night. Okay. My brother at night sleepwalking. Beautiful. Isn't that a funny mod? Fun. Questions. Do any people or whoever read this get scary at a specific type of scary movie factor? Okay, what do you mean? In my case, it's children. Oh, so you're scared of children's. Okay. What scares me? There was a moment where killers just with a bag on their heads would scare me. Like The Strangers, I think it is the movie. The Strangers. Yeah, The Strangers. This movie got me bad. I don't know why. I don't know what's about this movie that just hit me differently, but it hit me bad. I was scared. I was scared to the point that I couldn't finish it. And well, I finished it later, but it just, I don't know why this just hits me different. Maybe it's a trauma from something. Could be a trauma from something that I don't remember and a memory that I just oppressed and I don't want to get into. But yeah, that used to scare me a lot. Not anymore. Now I'm more scared of the fact that I'm alone in the universe with repeated versions of myself, talking to myself, trying to entertain me and make me forget that I'm alone forever and ever. And even if I die, I can't escape it. Because I get reborn and get to forget yet again. But sooner or later, I always remember once more. And the cycle continues. That scares me. That got dark fast. Yeah. 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 The main expansion. Yeah, that's scary too. Alright. In my case, it's children, not by scary kids or whatever. I get scared of a child victim of the cause. Let's say a child is gonna die, a young child like a 4-year-old. Does that make you worried or scared? I mean, for me, it is, since it usually reminds me of a younger nephew. Okay, this got dark. I don't know. Yeah, some things are scary for some people, but not everything. I have to agree. I'll give you a point. Whatever. I like the effort. Can we leave existential crisis to Tuesdays? Yes. Let's leave them for another day. A dog chopped a young girl's face and dragged them. Yeah, well, that's life, nature, whatever. That dog did put my hand on my face. That's why when I smile, I have 2 lines here, because I have a cicatrice there, because a dog bit me when I was a kid and nearly chopped off my eye. Felix, if Tana was a good guy and was a big bad, and yeah, more groovy, what? Yeah, okay, forget it.
It's your non-dono.
I made this video to promote you, and I will upload it to YouTube a little right now. Oh, what is this?
Do you ever want to watch a stream, but the streamer never reads your non-dono messages? Well, FelixHumann is a small streamer running the human show where the chat is the star. He reads messages, sometimes while playing video games, just chatting, or a whole game show. Wow. The best part is the Human League, where if you grind high-quality memes, you can get points. And if you have the most by the end of the month, you get to control a whole freaking live stream. Wow. So become one of us and join the community of FelixHumann, who is not me and is a human. I'm talking about how I use this AI voice.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That's effort to promote the community and the channel and help me grow this channel. Holy shit, Gaza, that's so cool. Thank you, mate. It's so lovely. You know, the thank you, clap sound effect. It's so lovely to put so much effort into, you know, supporting the community and the channel, like literally creating something like this and putting it into shorts and stuff. It's a big way to get, you know, audiences in. Like right now you put a lot of effort. It can be simpler than this, but like right now you put a lot of effort and it looks awesome.
Do you ever want to watch a stream, but the streamer never reads your non-dono messages? Well, FelixHumann is a small streamer running the human show where the chat is the star. He reads messages, sometimes while playing video games, just chatting, or a whole game show. Wow. The best part is the Human League, where if you grind high-quality memes, you can get points. And if you have the most by the end of the month, you get to control a whole freaking live stream. Wow. So become one of us and join the community of FelixHumann, who is not me and is a human. I'm talking about how I use this AI voice.
Who is not me and it's a human. Fuck yeah, Gaza. 5 points for Gaza. Absolute legend. Wow. Thank you, Gaza. This is so cool. That was fucking great. That's one of the biggest efforts I've seen into a video to help promote the channel. I uploaded it. You there?
Do you ever want to watch a
FelixHumann. So cool.
Stream, but the streamer never reads your
bravo. I want to go and check it.
Never reads your non-dono messages. Well, FelixHumann is a small streamer running the human show.
225 views. Wow.
Sometimes while playing video games, just chatting.
So cool, mate.
Wow. The best part is the Human League.
I'm very, very proud
Where if
of
you grind
the
and
effort I
grind
put, and it
high-quality
looks
memes,
good,
you can
man. It
get
looks so
points.
clean.
And if you have the most by the end,
Ah, this is so cool. I'm very impressed. Very woozer indeed. Very woozer. Thank you, Gaza. This really touched me in a good way. Joe. Okay. Sandwich. Joe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dear Humans. Damn, I love the amount of effort that you guys put for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make YouTube my full-time job. I've been trying nearly for 10 years, and you could really help me by subscribing. And if you want to participate, next Friday there will be another Dear Humans episode. So please send some memes into the subreddit. See you later, alligator. And if you like this video, you might like this other one. It's a presentation about a subject that I like. Probably Willy Wonka. I don't know. Go check it out. All right, humans. That was Dear Humans. That was so cool. Woo!
Dear humans, drop your submissions in the subreddit, and I'll react to what I find in the next episode of Dear Humans.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dear Humans. Thank you so much for all the submissions. They were awesome. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading the video, but probably sooner or later. Now, I think probably Dear Humans, I'm just going to record it like I just did, which is going to be like one episode at a time. Like when we do the live stream, it's just gonna be a scene, but like just keep on uploading, keep on sending things to Dear Humans, and I'm gonna make sure to make videos out of it. So thank you for all the effort. This was really cool. Oh yes, and also, who gets the 3 points for the best post of Dear Humans? Well, I think we all know. Gaza! Bravo! Of course, Gaza, you get the 3 extra points for the point. You're right, I'm in first place with 25 points. In second place is Kirby with 7. In third place is Lafleur with 7. Yes, in the past I lived for a while in the hospital because of my illness, and there was these kids with a real clown, or men when you see this clown you knew, or men that makes me cry every time, or men. You lost me a bit, but you're afraid of clowns, essentially, if I understand. Also, question, Felix. You said you'll do less games, but will there be still games? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm restructuring. For now, there won't be for some time. I'm gonna try to build more space towards other things that can end up being long-form videos, like presentations and other stuff like Dear Humans, so you guys get to participate more, and there's more things that revolves more around talking and chatting and less about games. But doesn't mean there won't be any games ever, just not right now. Just I'm restructuring things. All right, just asking. Nah, don't worry, I don't feel like you're pushing. All right, humans, that was fun. That was a great start of the live stream. It took us an hour to go through it, but I really enjoyed it. But now it's time for a presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Who's excited? I hope you're excited, because I'm excited, because I've been working on this one for a couple of days, and it's something that I'm very interested in, something that I'm passionate in. Like I say every time I do a presentation, it is about things that I'm passionate. Like when I know, like this channel essentially is becoming, I notice things that I like or that I find interesting, and I just share them with you guys. And today, the thing that I want to share with you is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yes, this was something like this was a movie that I liked-ish. I thought it was cool in the past, but now it has become easily one of my top 3 most incredible movies that I like best movies ever. It's amazing, and I didn't even knew about it. So I'm gonna spiel about it for a while. It's gonna be probably quite long, but don't worry. Take your popcorn, get comfortable. Things are gonna be nice, and yeah, let's hope I can flow properly through this slideshow. It's gonna be fun, like we've done in the past. There you go, slideshow. All right, humans, it's time for human.exe. Who is excited? I hope you guys. Now get relaxed and let's enjoy this. Let's hope I can do this properly. Alright, let's put some music so you still have some in the background. Let's put this another slideshow, and let's make sure at least the hook and the intro I do it well, because if I mess that up, I should be fine. I should be fine without it. I think I know my presentation well enough, and if not, I'll just improvise and go through it. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Who's excited? Today we're talking about Willy Wonka. All right, let's do the hook. When you think about Willy Wonka, no, we all have heard, we all know about Willy Wonka. We all have seen Willy Wonka. We know what it's about, right? We all have seen Willy Wonka, right? We all have seen Willy Wonka, right? If I were to ask you what Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory it's about, you would probably tell me that it's about chocolate, or it's about some silly little Oompa Loompas that make little funny dances, or maybe even Willy Wonka himself, a quirky, funny, silly dude that has a chocolate factory. Well, if that's your image that you have of Willy Wonka, well, let me tell you, you're completely wrong. It's not at all about that. Willy Wonka is not at all about chocolate. I had no idea, but I had to discover that, and I had no idea, and I discovered that not so long ago, and I got astounded. Willy Wonka came from being a sympathetic, visually pleasing movie to one of my easy top 3 favorite movies of my life. It is incredible, and today I'm gonna spiel about it because this is a masterpiece, and you have to know more about it. Because if you don't, and you have to know more about it because you might be like me, you might be blind by ignorance, and today you're gonna be revealed with some of the most interesting piece of art that I've ever seen in my life. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with this presentation. First, I'm gonna give you a bit more context about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and what movie I'm talking about. Of course, I'm not talking about... Oh, no, that was not the order. Okay, so Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's start with this presentation. I'm first gonna start with a bit of context around my story and my situation with Willy Wonka and what movie I'm specifically talking about, because I'm not talking about all the movies or all the stories about Willy Wonka. I'm talking about one specifically. They're not all equal. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was a little kid, probably like 5, 6, I don't know, I did watch this movie, Willy Wonka, the one from 1971, the original, the OG Willy Wonka, and it was great. It was sympathetic. There was some fun scenes here and there, but I didn't give it too much thought. I never saw it since then. There was new versions from other creators. They were okay, but it got stuck in my head that Willy Wonka, it's about a funny, sympathetic story about chocolate, right? Then a couple of days ago, I got to rewatch it and got astounded by the revelation that Willy Wonka has much more layers and information inside of it that is hidden and that you don't necessarily notice unless you're paying attention. And I got my freaking head blown to pieces. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I missed out on such an incredible piece of art that is so complex and that I could have perfectly ignored and go through my entire life thinking that Willy Wonka is just a little story about chocolate, but it's much more than that. It's much more. So yeah, very cool experience. My point with this being that I was blinded by ignorance. I lived my life being just like you, a blind man, foolish enough by just seeing the first layer of the image that Willy Wonka is, and through rewatching it once again, I got revealed with the truth of it. Very fucking fun experience. Anyways, let me give you a bit of context about what let me give you a bit of context. Anyways, let me give you a bit of context about what Willy Wonka is, and if you don't know much about it. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory comes from a book called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, done by Roald Dahl. It comes from a book, essentially. Fun book about this kid that is poor and this chocolate giant factory man. Fun story about a chocolate factory that gives all the chocolate of the world, this supposedly magic chocolate, and there's this poor kid that is very freaking poor, and essentially the guy from Willy Wonka decides to give 5 golden tickets to give a tour, like the ones that Willy Wonka decides to give 5 tickets. Fuck, I'm failing there. So let's do that again. Essentially, the story is about Willy Wonka, owner of a giant chocolate factory that gives the chocolate of the entire world. And he decides to give 5 golden tickets to some random people that he will hide in his chocolate. Whoever can find it will have a private tour of his well-unknown factory full of mysteries, right? And one of the kids that found it is this kid called Charlie, that is a little poor kid, full of wonders and desires of getting himself out of poverty. That's the base of the story. I thought that was it, but there's much more. I thought that was it, but there's much more than that looks the eye. I don't know, was that the expression? I don't know. There's much more to find than just that. Here's the deal. That was the movie. Here's the deal. But here's the deal. That was the book, the original book from where the story comes from, and since then there's been many movies that came from out of it. And the movie from Tim Burton and the movie from Wonka, they are mostly inspired from the original story of the book that, yeah, it's kind of flat, essentially. It doesn't have that much depth. It is sympathetic, but that's it. But I'm talking right now in this video about the movie called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, made in 1971 by none other than David L. Wolper. David Lyncher, I think it is? I don't know. This movie is incredible because compared to the other ones, this one is filled with layers of complexity and meaning inside of it that I don't know why they did it like this, but it's so freaking cool, and I am amazed by it. Because here's the deal, this movie was made in 1971. These are different times. There was no TikTok, there was no internet. Going to watch a movie was an experience. You weren't going to watch a movie, you were gonna watch a film. It was like going to the theater, and you would go, sit down, and the lights would go out, everybody would shut the hell up, and you would concentrate like you would concentrate and respect in the theater, which makes an experience where you have to concentrate much more. So compared to most of the movies that we have now, every little layer and second of this movie is calculated and thought out to give some sort of message and meaning. So to be able to consume it and understand all of it, you need to be locked in. Lock the hell in, dude. So the format that it was created in at the time made much more sense for it and makes it much more plausible for you to understand it, at least. That's what I think. My point is that this movie is deep as hell, and it could have been so easily ignored and skipped in my life, but I'm so glad that I didn't, because now I have the knowledge, the truth. Really cool. But well, before I start getting into the nitty-gritty of all the details that this movie has and why it's so amazing, let me give a little disclaimer. I am not a movie critic, I am not a movie specialist, I just like movies. I might be a little pretentious little twat, but my disclaimer is that all of these things are just my opinions and the observations that I did and the interpretations that I did. I think they're probably right, but I can't ensure anything. You make your own conclusions, just watch the movie, you will have a ball just trying to decrypt it. But well, before we start with all of this, like, this makes no sense. This is a kid's story. Why would you decide to make such a complex, layered movie from such a simple kid's story? It makes no sense, but there might be a reason, and I think that's what we're gonna find out in this video. So, let's start with Act 2, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start getting deep into the nitty-gritty of the interpretation of this movie, because now you know the base of the story. You've probably seen it a bit, but why is this movie so different? What is this movie talking about, actually? But what is this movie talking about if it's not actually talking about chocolate? Well, let's find out. So, let me ask you a couple of questions, my dear humans. If I had to ask you, who is Willy Wonka? You would probably tell me, hey, it's this whimsical little owner of a chocolate factory that supposedly has some sort of magic powers, but essentially is a funny, whimsical dude and that's all that he is. He's the owner of a chocolate factory. Well, you're wrong. Nope. That's not all that he is. He represents something. He's a metaphor, and he represents essentially the big giant corporations of the world. He essentially represents the corporation. What is the only thing that could possibly be higher than the governments? It's the big corporations, the ones that decide what you eat, how you eat it, what makes you happy, what makes you taste good, what doesn't, and he represents exactly that. And throughout the whole movie, that's one of the main metaphors that he represents, and he makes jokes around that. So yeah, he's not just the chocolate dude. He's the big corporations that own the world. And you can see it in many details, but one of the simplest and soonest details that you can find it is in the first song, which is Candyman, where he ends it up saying, "'Cause the Candyman thinks you should." Essentially, he's talking about Willy Wonka and the big corporations, but essentially he's saying that the joy that you have and the joy that you experience throughout the world is designed and decided by the Candyman, Willy Wonka, in other words, the big corporations. Yes. My point is that it's not just rainbows and sunshine and colors and chocolate. This has a bigger meaning. It's the big corporations, the dark, big industries that you can see at the beginning of the movie, and that's what he represents. Maybe I might be repeating myself a bit too often in this presentation, but I don't care. I am a human. I am not perfect. Hope you will enjoy it anyways. Now, another question. Maybe you can ask me this. What is the golden ticket? The golden ticket, you might tell me, oh yes, this little cool golden paper that represents that if you get it, you get to go to the chocolate factory and get a bunch of chocolate. Yeah, right? Nope. You're wrong, buddy boy. It represents much more than that. Essentially, the golden ticket in this movie represents richness. Getting rich. You get a lifetime supply of chocolate, but that's essentially saying money. You get an opportunity to win the lottery and get a freak ton of money, and everybody gets freaking desperate about this idea. That's why everybody starts to go crazy for it. No one cares about a little tour of a chocolate factory. They actually get about the lifetime supply of chocolate, which essentially means winning the lottery. So people go crazy and they start to pollute even the world and throwing a bunch of chocolate papers everywhere because they're so obsessed with the potential price of it. Everybody's corrupted and they want to even cheat for it. But there's this beautiful scene where the grandpa buys him a chocolate even if he's poor. Instead of spending the money that he had for tobacco, he spends it for a chocolate bar to win a potentially opportunity to get the ticket because Charlie really wants it, and they don't get it. And one of the things that Charlie says, and this makes me nearly cry in the scene, he says, I bet those golden ticket makes the chocolate taste terrible. Essentially saying, if I understand properly, that this insatiable desire for richness and getting something out of it and having this price has ruined the little joy that chocolate was already for this kid. So expecting something out of this chocolate bar except just the chocolate is ruining the whole experience of the chocolate, and in a way, because just 5 people will win it, is just making the world a worse place, because it's making the entire taste of chocolate rot for the entirety of the world except 5 people. And on top of that, it's not just 5 people. In this movie, it's 100. And on top of that, it's not just 7 billion people in the world. In this movie, it's 100 billion people. That's what they say. They say that there's 100 billion people in the world, which just excels with the. We just puts a little extra punch into the fact that it's practically impossible to get this golden ticket. So yeah, my point is that the golden ticket is just not a golden ticket. It's an opportunity to get a freak ton of money and get rich. So it's not just, and so yet again, this is just not the first image that you're presented with. If you just stay with the first layer, yeah, it's just the golden ticket. It's much more than that. But well, what about the kids? What about the kids? The 5 kids that will win these tickets. Yes, they're whimsical little kids that have little stereotypes, and most of them are awful little kids, right? That's all they are. No, buddy, bye. You're wrong yet again. 3 out of 3, buddy. You need to get to studying. Anyways, these kids represents different things. They can represent countries, like in the case of Gunther, he represents Germany, or the little girl, the red one, she represents England. Anyways, they can sometimes represent countries, but most of the time they represent human flaws. In the case of Gunther, he represents consumption, like consuming more than even you need. Or the little blue girl, she represents competition and ego, the need of needing so much to compete and win against each other. The little red girl there, she represents greed, the need of always wanting more and needing more and doing anything impossible to freaking demand more out of his rich dad. Or the little kid that just wants entertainment because he's addicted to it. He's addicted to TVs. Every little one of these kids, they are not just kids, they are representations of human flaws. So my point with all of this is that this movie has freaking layers like an onion has. This, if you just watch it chilly without paying too much attention, yes, this movie is just about a chocolate factory. But if you really pay attention, you can start noticing that this movie is working through layers, and every joke has many angles to it. Every phrase has many angles to it. Every decision that they made has many angles to it. And it's fucking cool as hell to decrypt it, I think. But well, that's nice and all. That's the base of it. Very cool base. But there is another cool... Alright, that's nice and all. Alright, nice and all. But... oh, fuck. How can I transition this, Jenny? First time on your stream. Welcome. Right now I'm doing a little presentation about the chocolate factory, so I'm not reading the chat that much, but I hope you will enjoy it. You're already a bit late, but it's okay. So, that's nice and all. You get the base of the presentation of the story, but that's not it. There is another layer to this metaphor that this movie revolves in, and this is the big chocolate factory and the tour that they go through. It might just seem like a cool adventure that they go through and they get to explore it, and there's no purpose apart from just the kids going on a fun adventure. But there is a big purpose, because the big factory is a giant test, essentially. Every room that they have in this movie is a test for the kids to test their different flaws and see if they pass or not the test that Willy Wonka has determined for them. For example, in the candy giant room, I don't know the names of the rooms, but in this room, Gunther fails because his gluttony makes him fall in the chocolate river, and that's how he fails. Then in the inventing room, the test is for the shrimp gum girl because she's addicted to shrimp gums, and the test is this gum that can give you the taste of 3 courses meal, so very delicious candy, but it's not finished yet, it's still dangerous, and Willy Wonka tells them that it's dangerous, but the girl doesn't listen, and she does whatever she wants. So she takes it and she fails yet again. Well, another kid fails. The TV room, same idea. Hey, this is this test the little kid that is addicted to TV. Of course, another test for him, and he tells them that it's dangerous, that it's not made for humans, but he doesn't care, he does whatever he wants, and whatever, another failure and another kid eliminated. But what is very fun and very subtle is that you can see throughout, if you pay attention, that Willy Wonka is testing them. Like you can see it through his voice, because every time they fail, because he presents the test in a subtle way without them knowing, and when they fail and they decide to do whatever they want, every time he reacts more or less the same way. He says no, stop, he says no, stop, don't. Like he says what he supposedly should say, but in a sarcastic way, like he actually doesn't care. He doesn't mind the kids failing, because that was the whole point. He wants to eliminate the kids that are not worth it to it. So my point here being that the whole tour of it is not the reward of this golden ticket. The actual tour is a test to see who will actually get the reward later. So much more complex story than the first image entails. And I think what is also interesting in this movie compared maybe to other ones is that Charlie, which is the main character of the movie, the one that is supposedly better than the other people, he also fails his test. He gets confronted to the bubble room where there's this drink that supposedly can make you fly, and he fails miserably because the group leaves, and Willy Wonka tells them that they shouldn't drink it because it's not ready yet. But either way, they stay and they drink it without his permission, and they start to fly. And let me give you a bit of explanation of this scene, because this scene is also freaking fascinating, because from what I remembered as a kid, this scene is like, oh, it's fun. They start to drink, they start to fly away, and then they start to fly so high that they can get chopped by the spinning blade on the top of the roof. And that really embarked in my head like a fun experience, but that was very scary and even probably created some nightmares in me. But now that I'm an adult, I understand that this scene is not at all just about flying. They're talking about alcohol. Like the drink itself is alcohol, and when they're starting to fly away, they're talking about the high of flying, and they're getting so high, higher and higher every time. And if they feel better, but they start to be silly, as you can see in the movie, they start to play sillily and make roundabouts and be dummy. But they get so high that they start to get closer to death, and the spinning wheel is actually the part of the highness of alcohol or the drug that they're taking that starts to be a bad trip. And they get so close to death that the only way they can possibly start to go down is by burping in this movie. But in reality, the burping is, I think from what I understand, is vomiting. Is like the cleaningness of trying to get sober yet again. And that's why they're burping, and that's the only way they can get down. And when they finally get down and they get in their floor, the grandpa says that they should keep their feet under the ground, essentially saying, let's stay sober forever now that we managed to get out of this. A freaking awesome scene, very, very, very smart. But well, he failed the test. Freaking awesome. And the thing is, at the end, you notice that like at the moment when you're seeing it, you don't understand that that's what's going on. You don't understand that he fails, but at the end you realize when everything comes to crashing down and Willy Wonka gets mad when they try to reclaim their prize as the survivors, Willy Wonka tells them that they get nothing. They failed because that's the thing. Charlie's not better than the other kids. He might be poor, he might have big dreams, but at the end of it, he's not better. He's not a perfect kid, which makes a character much more complex than an easy story where the main character is the good guy and the rest are bad. No, this is much more complex than that. Fuck yeah, so cool. But that's not the freaking, that's not all the tests. There's more than that. There is more in this movie, test-wise, all controlled by the master of Willy Wonka. We have Slugworth, which is this Nazi-looking guy that interacts with all the kids as soon as they get the golden ticket and talks in their ears. And when Charlie finally gets his ticket, you finally understand what he's telling the kids. Essentially, Slugworth is supposed to be the competition of Willy Wonka and wants to get the recipe of the gobstopper, which Charlie at that moment doesn't know what it is, but the point is that it's another test. This Slugworth is trying to bribe them to get information from and steal information from Willy Wonka. And in exchange of money and shared money, because there is this gobstopper or gobstopper, I don't remember the name exactly, but this is this magic candy, the masterpiece of Willy Wonka. This will change the world because it could give candy satisfaction for a kid for her entire life, because it's this candy that will never go bad, that will never run out. You can suck him and suck him and suck him, and they will never get any smaller. When I heard that, I thought, like, that sounds a bit sexual. I don't know if there's a joke around there or what, but fascinating. And anyways, that's the secret sauce. And Willy Wonka gives one to every single kid, and Slugworth, well, wants one of those to in exchange of a bribe for the kids. And of course, every single one of these kids fails the test and gives the gobstopper to the Slugworth, and ending up by them yet again failing one of the tests of Willy Wonka. But what's interesting too is that the grandpa of Charlie also fails this test. When Willy Wonka tells him, like, hey, you won't get anything, you failed already my test, the grandpa, who represents the poor people, essentially is not better than anybody else, and he decides to give Slugworth the gobstopper too. And that's where Charlie finally does the little switcheroo and shows that compared to all the rest, he's the only freaking one that decides to go in a different path and give back the gobstopper, the candy to Willy Wonka. And with that, he finally wins, because it gets revealed that it was also another giant test, all manufactured by Willy Wonka himself. And Slugworth was actually not a Nazi dude, he was just working for Willy Wonka. Fucking cool. I think this scene is interesting because Charlie also shows in a way that compared to all the other kids and all the people in this world, he's the only one that gives something to Willy Wonka. Every single kid constantly is taking things from him. He takes and takes and takes and never gives something back. But Charlie, at the end of the movie, he's the only one that finally gives something back without the need of asking for more. And that's what leads him to winning everything. And that's where he gets revealed that he will get the entire industry. He can get with his family to move in the factory, and he will be supposedly rich forever and be a part of the big business, which is a really nice ending and a really nice moral. Very layered story, very, very interesting, and super, super cool ending, I think. And honestly, I didn't even understood it at the beginning. Like, the first time I watched it, I understood a lot of things, but I didn't even understood the Slugworth test and all of that. I thought, like, oh, cool. So yeah, he's generous, nice. But no, that was a fucking great story. But well, before I continue with this analysis and all of this, let me give you a couple of honorable mentions, because like I said, this movie is a masterpiece. Every image is thought out and has meaning, and I could go for hours talking about every scene and thinking and describing you what interpretations I get from what they're saying and what you're seeing. But I can't do that because it's gonna take a long time. So I just chose a couple of extra ones that are kind of my favorite ones. So first, we have the Cheer Up Charlie little song, right? It's around the beginning when Charlie is not getting his ticket. He's very sad about it because he feels like he's losing hope around getting potentially a break out of poverty. And when he goes out of the house, his mom starts to sing a song called Cheer Up Charlie or something like that. And essentially she's singing a lullaby saying that Charlie will be fine and everything like that. But what is very, very freaking interesting is that at the end of the song, she says, just be glad you're you, which is a freaking, if I understood it correctly, it's a way for the movie to break the fourth wall, saying essentially that the mom knows that Charlie is Charlie from the movie The Chocolate Factory, and she knows that Charlie is you, the one that will win it all at the end. He's not all the billions of kids that have dreams of one day becoming rich and will never get anything. Just be glad you're you, as you being Charlie from The Chocolate Factory. Fourth wall breaking shit. Damn, dude, it's so cool. But that's not all, baby boy. That's not all. Hold on with me, boy. This is gonna be such a long video. I don't care. Then there's the scene where I hope you guys are enjoying this, but stay with me. Woozers. Oh, you're not. Okay. I don't know if you guys are talking about this or not, but I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm saying. Anyways, so then there's another scene. Then there's another scene that is very interesting to me, which is when Charlie has his ticket, he knows that he will get into the chocolate factory, and he decides to give his grandpa the invitation to come with him along into the factory, which from a normal's perspective is like, oh, he gets very excited and he's very happy about the fact that he goes to the company and he starts to sing and dance. But when you start to look at the details, you notice that the grandpa is not really a good guy. He's a bad guy. Like he's not an awesome person. He spent 20 years without working and helping the family be able to maintain themselves because he stays in that bed and he can't move, supposedly, for 20 years. And then when he knows that he gets the golden ticket, so he gets to be rich, he starts to be able to move and he pretends to be all sluggish and all bad, but then sooner or later he starts to move like he has no problem at all and starts to dance about the fact that he will get rich in front of the people that won't get out of poverty, which is the rest of the family, and they dance in front of that man. I think that scene is so smart because it shows how much of an asshole he is. So really, really, really cool. Really cool. I don't know. Then of course this is a classic, most people know about this, but I'll still tell you about this scene. The first time we see Willy Wonka, he appears with a cane. As if he's walking and as if he is hurt from the leg, and all the expectations that you have of him being this magical being gets broken down the first time you see him. And then his cane gets stuck magically and he does a spin around, and all of a sudden, he's back to being this amazing being. The actor decided to do that, and he imposed to do that. If not, he wouldn't do the movie, and they had to agree with him to do it. But his intention to do that was that you would never know if he was telling the truth or lying. He's a magic, like this reinforced the aspect of magic in this movie, because if you don't know what he will do next, anything could happen, and that makes him a magical being. And this plays a giant role in this, and it's such a cool detail, but it's so smart. Then we have, of course, the Oompa Loompa. You know the Oompa Loompas, the funny little guys that dance and are orange and are silly, huh? All fun and games, right? It's not all fun and games. They are freaking little African dudes that got stolen either from the Congo or Africa or something like that. In the original book, they're described as small black people, if I understood correctly. And in this movie, they had to change it to this iconic orange dudes because legally they couldn't really do it otherwise, it would be a bit offensive to people. So they decided to do it like this. That made it an iconic move. But on top of it, they still don't shy away from the commentary of letting you know that these are little African black people from a land full of monster one glugglers or whatever, and he stole them from that land and took them back here for a great opportunity of a better living so they could work for him for cheap, and he did it probably illegally. And this is all also subtle, but it's there, and it's so cool to think like, okay, so the little Oompa Loompas represents black slavery, or at least black workers that are stolen from their land. Fucking so cool. I'm just gonna go through a list of why this movie is awesome, and maybe this is boring, but I'm fascinated by this. So hope you are too. All right. All right, humans. There's another scene that is really, really cool, and I think that's the last. Okay, I have like 2 more. I have 2 more scenes that I think are freaking amazing, which is the tunnel scene when they went to the candy place, the candy world, and they go from the candy world to the invention room, and from there they take a boat and they go through a tunnel that is extremely psychedelic. And this scene is amazing because this scene breaks the rhythm of the movie. Like, you don't know where the movie is going, and in this scene things get scary. Like, for a kid, this is scary. Even for an adult, it's bad trippy. It's weird how dark it gets. Like, you can see chickens' heads getting chopped. You can see animals and insects on top of faces of people for some reason. Like, the imagery is rough. Don't get me wrong, and then, like, for a kids movie, really cool to see. But one of the things that he says, like, as the rhythm accelerates, Willy Wonka gets crazier and crazier, and his speech gets darker and darker. And one of the things that he says, not only is that there is no way, there's no knowing where we're rowing, essentially meaning we don't know where he's leading us. Like, things are getting scarier and scarier, and there gets to a point where one of his final phrases is, "The danger must be growing, for the rower keeps on rowing." And he representing the big companies, it makes sense to me that he is essentially saying how the big companies and the world keeps on evolving and growing as the technology keeps on growing, the food and the money keeps on getting spread, and like the rhythm of the world, it keeps on getting faster and faster, that it logically feels that it's gonna explode and implode sooner or later. And the big companies are giving us that big impression of the world, and that creates a spread of panic in the world. And I think this is what this scene means. I might be completely wrong, but I found it freaking cool. This scene is so psychedelic, so weird. But well, the last scene that I think is top notch. Well, there's so many, I could go for hours, like I said, but this one is very iconic. Is when they go to this room where there's this wallpaper that tastes like the things that they're licking. Weird concept. Why would they lick the wall? I think maybe that's some sort of metaphor or as also a message. But anyways, he explains how the bananas taste like bananas, the orange tastes like orange, and the snozzberries taste like snozzberries. And snozzberries is not a fruit from what I know. And so this kid, the pretentious little know-it-all kid, says, "Snozzberries? Whoever heard of snozzberries? Like, what the fuck is a snozzberry? Like, that snozzberries don't exist." And Willy Wonka answers with an iconic phrase, which is, "We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams." If you don't really pay attention to the whole fact that he is representative of the big giant corporations, this doesn't make that much sense. It's like, that's a bit romantic and pretty. They can make art or whatever. But it's like, when you see it from the big companies, this is like he's essentially saying that they're the ones designing and deciding what makes you happy, what exists or what doesn't, what tastes good or what doesn't. And if they want to create snozzberries for the sake of creating snozzberries, they will fucking create snozzberries. So cool. Such a little phrase and so powerful. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna stop, humans. This is too much. I'm getting too excited. This is too much for just a little movie, but it's so good. It's so much. So, let's see. With all of this that I've said so many interpretations of the movie, but what am I trying to say? What is the point? What have we learned out of all of this? What does the Willy Wonka is really trying to tell us? Before I go to my conclusion, let me just tell you, yet again, that I could be wrong. I don't know. This is my interpretation. I'm a passionate being. I like noticing how cool things are, but I'm an ignorant little fool. I might be completely wrong. So keep that in mind. But well, what have we learned with all of this? What did this movie tell us when you go through the whole interpretation? Is this movie really just about capitalism, this rich corporation, and criticizing it and getting little fun facts about it or little smart ass quotes of it? Is that really all? I think for me, what this movie has truly teach me is that you need to start noticing. This is the art of noticing. If you just stay in the first layer of what the movie presents, you will only see the first image, which is a fun little movie about chocolate that is very known and okay. But if you do the effort of noticing and going further and observing and paying attention to the thing that you have in front, you might be able to access something that is much more complex, much more interesting, and much more meaningful to you. And to me, that's what it did. I'm impacted by this movie. Whoops. Because here's the deal, nowadays, more than ever in history, we are consuming entertainment like it's fast food. We don't pay that much attention to it. We just eat and gobble entertainment like it's nothing, like no one put effort into it, and we just go from one epic experience to the other without really tasting the flavors of what is inside this entertainment. Essentially, it becomes just fast food. You don't even taste the food that you're eating, you just gobble it up and move on to the next one. It's like, I feel like we're really getting to a point where the things that we know them by looking at the cover of things. What I mean by that is like, oh yeah, I looked at the cover of The Hobbit, I looked maybe at the preface and I know what it's about. I looked at the general image of what it is. But if you don't look deeper, if you don't pay attention to the details, you will be missing a freak ton of essence and effort that was put into some of these pieces of art. So my point is that details matter. Don't stay in the surface. You might miss why things are incredible, but you need to pay attention to the details for it. Because if this movie can give that to me, this old movie that is not even that, well, it's well known, but you know, it's not reputed to be what this gave me. Like, if this movie managed to do that with me, if this movie contains so much detail, and in some place that I didn't even know there was so much detail, maybe the rest of the world is also like that. Maybe the rest of the world is full and packed with meaningful detail that we're ignoring by just looking at the cover of it. Saying like, oh yeah, we live in a basic world where I have to do my job and we live in this rock in space, whatever. But if you start looking at the details, you might find that there's much more interesting things to find inside of it when at least you pay attention to it. And maybe you'll find some happiness, you will find some meaning inside of it. I don't know, you'll find something. Just start looking at the details. So yeah. My conclusion of all of this is that this movie is freaking incredible, and you should do a practice like I did, or at least I recommend you to do the practice of not staying with the general image. What is my conclusion? Okay, let me try that. Alright, well, that's fun and all. Alright, that is pretty much it. What's my conclusion of all of this? Willy Wonka from 1971 is an amazing freaking piece of art, and I could have such easily skipped it and not even know about it in my life because I just stayed with the first image of what I thought Willy Wonka was. But if you just do the effort of start noticing details in pieces of art, you might find that the world is much more interesting than you thought it was. That's it. Just do the effort, buddy. You get this. Alright, thank you so much for watching. That was pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make YouTube my full-time job, and I still have 236 days left to make this happen. Will I do it? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. And if you enjoyed this presentation, you might enjoy this other presentation about this other movie that is really good. It's a horror movie, but don't worry, the video is not scary. You will enjoy it. Thank you for watching. See you. Alright, humans, we did it! We did it! Whew, that was long.
The Human Show.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for letting me spiel. W video, Felix loved it. You did, Mika? Woozers, woo! Did you know that chocolate is healthy because it's made out of milk, and we all know that milk is no killer?
Everybody knows that milk's no killer.
Phil, you really know your stuff. Phil, you know your stuff. Nice. Milk's no killer. Phil, I'll give you a point for that. Phil. Where's Phil? Are you are in the human league, no? Maybe I can do Phil. Okay, I don't think you are. What if I do? Okay, this doesn't work. I thought I could search, but anyways. Phil, where are you, Phil? There you are, Phil. 3 points for Phil. Good job. We heard it with Bruisers. Did you guys like that? For the ones that pay attention, did it make sense? Was it entertaining to watch this? I think it was a bit long, but I don't know. I'm pretty passionate about this creation, and I also skipped a lot. Like there was a lot of things that I noticed about this movie that I also skipped. I refuse to say it because if you drink too much milk, you die. Well, yeah, but it's just a joke. It's not serious. In Deltron, Felix will throw bullets that are milk, don't damage you. Oh, that's smart. The bullets of Felix, if they are milk, they don't damage you. The presentation was great. Thank you, Phil. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Do you guys agree? Is any of you gonna watch Willy Wonka after what I spieled? Did I convince anyone to potentially watch it one day? Felix, scroll up on the... Hey, what's up, Dalo? Scroll up on the live stream chat. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Yup. Lafleur says yup. Okay, at least I convinced Lafleur to watch the show. Alright, humans. Well, that is pretty much it for today. I didn't plan anything else. I actually don't watch the old one, so I will watch it. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Of course, think that it is an old one, so you get like it is still like theater-like cast. The effects are not super great, but just if you allow yourself to break through the prejudgment of it and give it a good chance, you might find that it's a really awesome movie. Also, Felix in Deltarune might send a lot of fake Johnnies, and the real Johnny will heal. I really would like to see that. And time for a special guest. Special. What's up, Felix LARP man? Yeah. All right, humans. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune before I leave. The thing is, tomorrow I don't know what I'm gonna live stream, but that's the idea. Right now that we're not playing games, at least for some time, we need to fill up the gaps with something. So imagine tomorrow if I live stream and I don't do DearHumans, well, we will have to adapt and find something else to do that wouldn't be video games. So either reacting, like maybe memes of the day or information or news. I don't know what it will be. And maybe for a name for the Felix in Deltron might be something like Camodane. Why Camodane? Who's the MVP today? I don't know. We'll see. We don't know yet. But first, let's go to the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wheel of Fortune. Who wants to spin it? Alright, Wheel of Fortune? Yes, well, you know, like I said, no game, so 2 hours of pure speaking. I think it's a good time. I just like, the live streams could be longer if I have things to do. Just have to figure out what those things will be. And ideally, those things have to end up being like long form videos. So I have daily videos to post, something like that. Alright, Zicaris. Let's see what Zicaris gets. Jesus Christ, Zicaris. And he gets the big Wabumba. He gets it all, ladies and gentlemen. Zicarius arrives out of nowhere and he starts the season with a whopping 25-pointer. Absolute wonderful. He's now at the level of Gaza. Just like that. Freaking love you all. Mika. Let's see what Mika gets. Mika. Oh, Mika, you get to steal 5 points from someone. Who do you wish to steal 5 points from? There you can see. Mika, you can steal 5 points from someone. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Mika. Who is gonna be? Mika. 5 points, Mika. Come on, Mika, please. I know that there's a bit of delay, but still. Mika. Okay, Mika's not saying anything. Well, we'll just assume that he saw this. Please make a coin flip for the ones that are on top. Okay, fair enough. Coin flip. We'll say Zicarius is head. If not, Zicarius is head. Okay. Tail. So that means Gaza loses 5 points. Damn, Zicarius. Gaza loses 5 points, and Mika should be on the lower part. Yeah, Mika 5 points. All right. So who else? Lafleur. No way. Oh, you lose 5 points, Lafleur. Sorry, Lafleur. You lose 5 points. Luck is not in your side today, huh? Gaza, no. Yeah, well, Gaza wants to spin it. Let's see what Gaza gets. Hey, 2 points. Not too bad, not too good, not too bad, not too good, no? Who else? Did I miss someone? Feel. Let's feel the power of feel. Feel, 1 point for feel. Feel you. There you go, Phil. That's everyone. That was the Wheel of Fortune.
The Human Show.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before I leave, it's time for the one and only MVP of the day. Who is the most valuable player? Who shined today? Who really showed this community that they're willing to put their hard-earned blood into the sauce? Ladies and gentlemen, the MVP award of this live stream goes to the one and only Gaza Pro! Yes, Gaza, you did it. Of course, like everybody was awesome, but don't get me wrong, Gaza made an entire movie to help promote the live. Bravo, Gaza. Absolutely legend. Adrian made a fan page. Absolute legend, Gaza. Alright, Gaza, congratulations. You get 5 points for that, so you didn't lose your 5 points, but yes. MVP image. Yes, you deserve it. Gaza. Good job. Alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. I had a really good time today. I feel pretty good. I feel very, very, very good today. So thank you for being here with me. I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. It depends if I figure out what to do. Now that we don't play games, I think we just have to figure out what to put in the rest of the time. But we'll figure it out day by day, no? No? Hey, Zupao, welcome. It's the end of the live stream, but welcome anyways. Gets 5 points. Gaza is in first place with 27 points. Alright, see you tomorrow, humans. My last words. If I had to just say one last word before I died, what could it be? Apple. Yeah. Some people will understand. Some people will understand.